Hey everyone, I'm Brian from Tickets Please Reviews with an in-depth look at the films and TV series making your way to Netflix for the month of July 2024. I will take a look at the top 5 along with a few honorable mentions before reviewing the full list of titles coming and going from the streaming service in July. First, I like to offer an apology. Although quite a few people were looking forward to seeing Hitman on their screens in June, I didn't even list it as an honorable mention, although I know it starred Glenn Powell, who will always remain that overgrown frat boy from Set Off to Me, and that Richard Linklater from Boyhood directed it. I feared that its mix of screwball comedy and neo-noir might make it a film I wouldn't like. In retrospect, this should have been an honorable mention at worst. Sorry. Now on to the 5 best options along with a few honorable mentions. Alright, kicking things off at number 5, we have a water cooler item with the upcoming Olympic Games heading our way. Simone Biles Rising is a docuseries that takes a look at the gymnast as she attempts to make the upcoming Paris Olympic Games, while keeping your eye on her mental health. A few weeks before it aired, we already got some discussion going on in this series with a few revelations. On July 17th, make time to view this one so you'll be in on the know. Over number 4, if you loved Quiet on Set, you'll probably like this one as well. Dirty Pop, the boy band scam miniseries, may not be as shocking as Quiet on Set, but its story showing the rise and fall of Lou Pearlman as he led some of the top boy bands of the 1980s and 1990s, will, like the Simone Biles docuseries, have some water cooler moments as well. What revelations and what scandals might come from this? Be sure to watch on July 24th and see for yourself. And for number 3, it's time to go back. One of the nice things for Netflix has been the ability to revisit certain series that was on the service only to expire. The latest one is the full series of Lost, which enthralled viewers for a time in the mid to late 2000s. Uncover the mysteries of the supernatural island, along with a group of plane crash survivors who have to make this their home before trying to find their way back home. Join them for the adventure as all 6 seasons drop on July 1st. At number 2, might they have succeeded in the reboot? Beverly Hills Cop was a big success in 1984 for Eddie Murphy, who showcases humor as a Detroit cop named Axel Foley, who made his way to Beverly Hills to solve a case that started in his jurisdiction. After 2 sequels and a TV reboot that never happened, was the franchise done? Enter 2024 when Beverly Hills Cop Axel F looks to change that narrative. While receiving some fresh blood with Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a co-star and a brand new song from Lil Nas X, the 4th movie has all the stuff you're looking for. Old favorites reuniting, Neutron dance playing in the background, Eddie Murphy laughing. On July 3rd, find out if Axel F equals comeback for Eddie Murphy and company. Now it's time for a few honorable mentions. Instead of alphabetically, I decided to go by when it dropped on Netflix this time. Let us know if that's how you want things in the future. For those watching Suits since it returned on late January 2023, stop it. Get some help! Watch something new like a second season of The Mole. And also, Season 9 drops on July 1st, so maybe you can see how it finally all ends. On July 5th, The Imaginary is an anime that focuses on the journey of an imaginary friend named Rudger, who wants to reunite with his human friend Amanda before she forgets about him permanently. You might need some hankies for this one. If Ride or Die has renewed your interest in Bad Boys, Netflix gets the first 2 films of the series on July 8th. The first one actually wasn't half bad. I can't say the same for the second one. On July 10th, fans of quarterback with a look on and off of the field at some of the top quarterbacks in the game will definitely go for a receiver, which features such names as Justin Jefferson, George Kittle, and St. Amon-Ra. Although I am a little bit skeptical that you can ring a series out of a cult card game, the animated series Exploding Kittens tries to prove me wrong on July 12th, featuring Tom Ellis and Sashir Zapata, as well as Kittens from Heaven and Hell. It could be one to watch if the reviews turn out well. Now, I may not be a fan of their dating shows, but Season 6 of Too Hot to Handle turns up the heat on July 19th. Lana has herself a new companion this time, and of course, there's always a few new twists. It could be harder for this group of singles to hang on to the cash and, keep from acting on their baser instincts. And for those hardcore fans of 08, the last season drops on July 26th. See as the schoolmates reunite one last time and solve another shocking mystery before graduation. And finally, on July 31st, the fourth volume of Unsolved Mysteries drops as Reboot continues to focus on paranormal phenomena, disappeared people, and, other unsolved mysteries. Maybe they can one day find out what happened to the host of the series. And last but not least, at number 1, the beginning of the end for a bunch of karate practitioners. Cobra Kai begins its 6th and final season on July 18th. We've seen the Cold War end between Johnny and Daniel as they faced familiar foes and taught a new generation to wax on and wax off while showing no mercy. At a supersized 15 episodes, this final season will have them deciding whether to enter the Sekai Takai, the World Championships of Karate, after being eliminated from the All Valley Tournament. This might be a spoiler, but I predict that they will. And who knows, maybe we'll get a preview of the new Karate Kid movie towards the end of the season. But on July 18th, we will start at the beginning of the end. Now it's time to explore all the titles that are showing up on Netflix for July 2024, along with a selection of titles leaving this month. Keep in mind, we're still waiting on the milestone titles for 1994. There's a good possibility we could have some more good movies heading our way on July 1st. And in conclusion, sorry to Hitman, I never should have doubted you. Everyone watched season 2 of the most, so maybe I can finally get into the third one. And there's enough for subscribers to keep watching to beat the heat in July. This is Tickets Please Reviews. Be sure to like, subscribe, and spread the word. See you next time, for the booth is now closed.